The MotoGP world was once again shaken by surprising news from the Ducati paddock. Marc Márquez, the 8-time world champion currently dominating the 2025 season with Ducati, offered unexpected advice to rookie sensation Fermin Aldeguer, advice that seemed crazy to some. This occurred after the rookie was caught secretly stealing knowledge from Marquez. What is the real content of Marquez's controversial advice to Aldeguer, and could it be the rookie's secret weapon to challenge the top riders for the rest of the season? Let's discuss. The 2025 MotoGP season has only entered its midpoint, but the competitive atmosphere has reached a boiling point. Under the intense scrutiny of fans and analysts, Ducati Lenovo star Marc Márquez sent a clear message to his rivals. He won't tolerate any mistakes or negligence. The rider nicknamed the Baby Alien currently leads the standings with 171 points, ahead of his younger brother, Alex Marquez of Gresini Racing, who sits in second place with 149 points. His teammate, the defending champion for the last 2 seasons, Francesco Bagnaia, had to settle for third place with 120 points, overshadowed by Marquez's brilliance. Despite facing challenges on various circuits this season, Marc appears more motivated than ever. There is no fear or complaining. On the contrary, the determination and ambition of the champion burn brighter than ever. I am not afraid of any circuit. Each track has unique characteristics, but I will always try to perform perfectly, Marquez said, as quoted by Crash.net. The statement is essentially an ultimatum to his rivals. Marquez knows this season will be difficult. He slipped in Austin and lost momentum in Jerez. However, he learned from those failures, and now he returns more focused, mature, and hungry for victory. We are already ahead, but the competition is still long. It's important to maintain focus and not lose the momentum we've built, he added. However, while the spotlight has so far only focused on big names like Marquez, a young Spaniard named Fermin Aldeguer has quietly begun to steal the show. This is his debut season in the premier MotoGP class, and his impressive performance at Le Mans, one of the most technical and iconic circuits on the calendar, proves that he is a real threat. He is a real threat. The race at the Bugatti circuit in Le Mans became the perfect stage for Fermin to showcase his talent. In a race full of tire strategy intrigue and aggressive maneuvers from veteran riders, Aldeguer showed extraordinary composure. He avoided chaos, maintained his rhythm, and seized every opportunity with sharp precision. Finishing in third place meant more than winning a trophy, it meant gaining worldwide recognition. It was recognition that the boy who was once just an observer in the paddock has officially become part of the elite MotoGP battle. This is a very special moment. Not only for me, but for the team as well. We worked hard and finally found the right direction, Fermin said in a post-race interview. His tone of voice still showed disbelief at his achievement. One of the reasons Fermin Aldeguer has developed so quickly is his willingness to learn. He doesn't have a big ego. He knows that to be the best, he must absorb knowledge from those who have come before him and achieved success. In the Ducati garage, he was a diligent observer. He not only followed technical instructions from the team, but also paid close attention to how Marc Márquez and Alex Marquez worked, both on and off the track. After the race at Le Mans, a camera caught Fermin standing near Marc and Johann Zarco, listening to their conversation about the race's dynamics. His face was full of concentration, like a student listening to his teacher review war strategy. Everyone at Ducati works hard individually, but there is a sense of family. We often watch videos together and discuss the small things that can be decisive on the track, Fermin said, as quoted in MotoGP. Alex Marquez is his informal mentor, someone he can talk to without pressure. Of course, Marc Márquez remains a central figure in his adaptation process. Although Marc Márquez is known as a very competitive and calculating rider who often keeps technical secrets to himself, Fermin Aldeguer admitted that he once received important advice from the 8-time world champion that really stuck with him. We often chatted in the paddock and discussed many things, said Fermin with a smile. But Marc never really gave away the golden key to winning. He's not the type to give away winning strategies for free. However, one simple sentence from Marc stuck in Fermin's mind from all those conversations. Don't rush. That brief advice was not empty. MotoGP is a high-pressure racing event where every second on the track can mean the difference between glory and destruction. Many young riders, especially rookies, try to prove themselves too quickly. They chase instant victory, only to falter under pressure and expectations, making fatal mistakes. Marc, with all his long and bittersweet experience on the track, seemed to want to save Fermin from the same trap. So far, that advice has proven fruitful. Rather than appearing reckless and aggressive, Fermin has shown extraordinary maturity for a newcomer. He has performed steadily, calculatedly, and tactically in every series. Fermin has collected 48 points so far and placed himself in the top 8 of the 2025 MotoGP standings. An impressive feat considering it is his debut season in the Premier class. Fermin Aldeguer is not just a young racer sitting on the sidelines absorbing knowledge. In the team garage, he is active and eager to learn, always ready to seize every opportunity to grow. He often participates in training sessions with the legendary Marquez brothers, Marc and Alex. This has boosted his confidence. Fermin has even admitted on several occasions that he can match or surpass the lap times recorded by Marc and Alex. This is certainly an achievement that cannot be underestimated, considering the two big names he faces on the track. It's true, sometimes we train together. When I use the same motorbike, I can keep up, and sometimes I'm even faster, said Fermin, his eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. That gives me confidence. I'm sure I can do the same in the next race. I want to beat them. However, he did not say this in an arrogant tone. On the contrary, it was full of sincere respect for his seniors while reflecting the mentality of a true learner. Fermin doesn't just want to be part of the MotoGP world, he wants to be the best. To do so, he isn't afraid to challenge the legends and push himself to reach the highest level. Off the track, the MotoGP atmosphere is currently marked by intense activity ahead of the 2026 season. The rider transfer market is in turmoil due to Jorge Martin's surprising move from Aprilia, creating a domino effect throughout the grid. Top teams are competing to secure star rider services, creating an atmosphere full of tension and speculation. Among those being targeted are Pedro Acosta and Toprak Razgatlioglu, reportedly on Honda's main radar. The Japanese manufacturer is trying hard to rebuild its glory. However, amid the frenzy of speculation and heated negotiations, Ducati has remained calm and stable. The Borgo Panigale team seems unperturbed by the storm of rumors. Marc Márquez continues to perform extraordinarily and consistently at the highest level, strengthening his status as the spearhead of the Ducati project. Conversely, his younger brother, Alex Marquez, has demonstrated growing racing maturity and consistent performance, establishing himself as a key asset in the Gresini satellite team. Meanwhile, Fermin Aldeguer, a sensational rookie, has signaled that Ducati's future is in very promising hands. The only remaining puzzle in the Ducati ranks is Franco Morbidelli's position on the VR46 team. His performance has not been entirely convincing, and several sources say Pedro Acosta could fill the position, if Valentino Rossi's team can secure enough financial support to attract the young star. The 7th round of the 2025 MotoGP season will take place at the Silverstone circuit in England from May 23rd to 25th. For Fermin Aldeguer, this will be a new challenge that cannot be taken lightly. After a promising performance at Le Mans that caught the attention of the MotoGP audience, the spotlight is now on him. Will he be able to continue this positive trend? Or will the pressure start to build, testing his mentality and consistency amidst increasingly heated competition? Write your opinion below.